in my opinion, like with AI for advertisement, I don't think that AI should be in control of everything. My dad always taught me that everything's figureoutable, and that's what I've done is figure it out. That's usually my motto for everything. Everything's figureoutable.
All right, everybody, today's guest is the one and only Savanna Knight. Now, let me tell you guys a quick story, but we have a live audience here, which is a first, y'all. We have two folks here enjoying our conversation. So, we met kind of a few months ago. You were about to come to Nashville to do some content, to some wonderful commercial content, photos, everything, a whole production. And you were looking for a drone pilot and a videographer, and I immediately went on to the reel of videographers who were already applying for the such role, and we got connected. And turns out you are from Mississippi, my wife is from Mississippi, and your husband, and you guys know people that my wife's family knows. So it's crazy how small this world is.
It is.
And so, what is the name of your company?
Believe Social.
Believe Social. So, for folks who don't know you, how would you describe who you are and what you do?
We have a creative marketing agency, which we also do videography, and we have a drone pilot videographer in Mississippi, as well as you here now permanently with us here in Nashville.
Thank you.
And then we handle social media management, any kind of marketing, billboards, commercials, anything like that. We also do ad management and those things. We just try to take businesses that may not know what to post or even when to post sometimes and turn it around for them to where they are actually bringing in sales and meeting new people, having new people come in their doors with us.
What
Being
got you
everyone.
started with this? What was the spark of idea that I want to be in marketing, I want to help people grow their businesses? Because basically you're helping businesses grow and them making more income, more revenue. That's what marketing is. What got you into that field?
Well, it's a little bit of a long story,
We
but
have time. We have time.
my mom passed away when I was 13. My dad was paralyzed from the neck down. So whenever my mom passed away, I didn't have very many pictures of me and her together. And that's whenever I started photography. About a year or two after she passed away, my grandparents bought me my first camera, and I started doing photography then. Then whenever my dad passed away, my aunt owned a boutique. So she asked me to come and help her with her marketing for her boutique. I started doing that. I did that for about a year. And then I started having more and more boutique clients. I ended up having like 6 or 7 boutiques that I was working with, go into each and every week, taking products, images, putting it on websites, because that's another thing we do is build websites. And so we were doing that, and it just got to where my babies were little, and I was trying to keep up with everything. It wasn't something that I absolutely enjoyed doing, was for boutiques. There wasn't a whole lot of, I don't know. It was very creative. I liked that part of it, but I didn't really like there's not a lot of return in boutiques, especially in Mississippi, because you don't get to see the sales numbers go up as much as you do in other businesses. And it was every single week taking product images. So I ended up limiting myself to one, going back down to one. It wasn't my aunt, it was a different business. My aunt swapped to online only. And then after that, I was like, maybe marketing is not for me. Like maybe this is like a lot, especially with the kids being little and everything. And I just thought a lot about it. And then I had a tire shop owner call me and was like, hey, are you still doing marketing? Are you still doing social media management? And I was like, yes, I am. When can you meet? And he was like, okay, well, can we meet tomorrow? I said, yeah. So I did. It was a real small job is what it started out to be. Within 3 months, I had my own office and had 5 clients that I was working for. And then it's just sprouted from there. And now we're from Mississippi to Nashville. So it's grown a lot. My dad always taught me that everything's figureoutable. And that's what I've done is figure it out. That's usually my motto for everything. Everything's figureoutable.
I especially love that stayed in my head when we talked, because I believe in that. Like, I don't believe in talent. I don't believe in things like that. because I think that's people trying to box in certain things and limit people. I believe that what you want to accomplish, the only thing that's there is you. So if you able to figure it out, learn it, get really freaking good at it, then you can achieve it.
That's right.
You know,
You got to take
otherwise,
the risk and not be your own worst critic. Like, you've got to just be positive
well,
about
that's
it.
the thing. We're almost always we are limiting ourselves. You know, that's the factor. Or there are folks who put their limits on ourselves, so that now we think, oh, that person said that they couldn't do it, ergo I can't do it. You know, I love when you said that you gotta try, you gotta gamble it. Obviously, you have to have certain things that you look for. Like, is this a valid thing to go towards? Can this be something that's sustainable, or how can you do a bridge over from doing this, but you want to do this? How can you bridge between those two things? So I love that motto, which is everything is
Figure outable.
figure outable. What have you learned in the time of doing this job, this career that shaped how you're doing this?
Honestly, so much. And in the past year, I feel like it's flourished even more. Actually, the owner at the tire shop has helped me a lot with my mindset on things. So, positivity was not something that just came natural to me. I mean, I had lost my mom at a young age. My dad was paralyzed from the neck down. So, honestly, positivity was not there for me. And he just came in and kept telling me, like, how good does it feel to be so good at what you do? Like, we appreciate you so much, and this is what's happening. He was like showing me the sales numbers a lot, so I knew that it was making a change for them, and so I became more positive. And he told me one time, you need to write every negative thing that's ever happened to you in your entire life, and then write down all of the positive things that those things became, so that you're now turning those negative things into positive things. So whenever I say, like, my mom passed away, well, that started me in photography, and that actually kept, you know, stuff. It helped provide for my family whenever my little boy was real little. And so I got to do that for a while, and I still do that on the side. And then with my dad passing away, that led me to running my aunt's marketing, that led me to learn more and more and more. And then it's just steadily grown from there. But I didn't realize that positivity is such a big thing, especially whenever you're running a business and you're meeting new people, because you also want to be positive to them and uplifting to them, and just give that off.
Exactly, exactly. How we're looking at things, and the way we carry ourselves, the way we talk to ourselves, and how we treat others goes so far. That's
That's
why
right.
any industry that, especially we're in art industry, it's a people business. You know, social media is huge, but also it's oh, I know this guy. Oh, this person did my marketing. She's
That's right.
cool. You know, like, I work with this video guy. He's always funny.
Oh yeah.
That's me.
That's
You know,
right. I
like,
love it. And I love the aspect of meeting new people and
same.
just introducing yourself and learning more about others and learning more about what they do, and even getting knowledge from others by asking questions, and just, you share information just like me and you do. Like,
Hmm.
we give each other tips and tricks, or whatever, and let us know what each other is doing in our lives. I love making new friends, and
Likewise, I
yeah,
love it. You know, I think that's camaraderie. That's, you know, instead of looking at each other or people as competitors, you know, we are really just trying to win in life.
like,
You
yes,
know, we're just
yes,
trying to grow, trying to do better for other people,
that's right.
giving value. And then within that, also, we have to still learn to watch out for ourselves.
Yes, it's
And
community over competition until you
yeah,
push too much
eh,
competition.
listen, I get what she's. There's a Hungarian saying, which is a weird saying. It's minden rosszba van valami jó, which means every bad thing has a good thing. Which is a weird thing to say, because, like, oh, I'm sad this happened, but there are things that comes out of it if you're able to see it. Like you said, that happened and that led there. You know, my first company coming out from Berkeley, I had it with best friends, but we were green thumbed. We didn't know crap about business, but we were in it because we were best friends and we were really good. But we were all so scared of saying goodbye to individually flourish that we looped for 7 years and we didn't see any growth. And it took me a long time and hard conversations to say, I need to move on because we can't make enough for one person, let alone three people.
Right.
You know, that's one of the things that I think a lot about is schools, our schools teaching entrepreneurs how to make money, how to have a career, how to negotiate, how to do all these things. You know, that's one of the key themes in the podcast. You know, that's kind of what drives me, is to have people with stories and to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly and the beauty. You know, so I'm totally with you, and that really changed the way I'm thinking. You know, like I don't look at local other videographers as oh, I want to be better than them, you know, or anything. Like I really, like, everybody's so good. Like
It
it's
is.
easy to be capable and good. But there are other aspects, and that's why marketing, which I'm tying back to you. I think nowadays, like back in the day, people ran jingles.
Right.
Now, I think whatever you are, an entrepreneur, whatever you do, you have to think with social media in mind. I think
Right. Right.
strategy, social
Strategy.
media. How do you keep yourself fresh with all the new things that going on nowadays in social media? What's your research like?
Oh my goodness, what's my research like? Well, I think you could ask somebody in the audience, both of them in the audience, what my research is like. It's 2 or 3, 4, 5 o'clock mornings, staying up and just and looking and reading and watching.
I am so sorry. I
It's
feel
okay.
so embarrassed that this happened on my time.
It's okay.
Please elaborate again.
Okay.
So,
My research is 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock mornings where I'm just staying up and taking it all in and taking notes from that so that I can go back and look at it. A lot of research, trend research, market research, things that you want to look for, and then also looking at their individual businesses' numbers, their analytics and their insights, and then seeing what's working and what's not working. Because one thing may work for one business that may not work for the next. And that's the biggest thing that you've got to stay on top of, is those numbers, to make sure that you're giving their audience exactly what they're wanting to see so that you can drive more.
so what goes through your mind when a company comes and says, Savannah, I have a funny accent, Savannah, Savannah, look, I need some social media for my company.
Yes.
Company. That was not a fun. What questions comes to your mind to ask to get a little bit closer in what you need to do to find the right types of content for the company?
One of the biggest questions I ask is, what is your biggest weakness? So, like, what would your biggest weakness be? What is your audience looking for? What type of audience do you have? What ages? What are they in the area that you want them to be in, or you want to extend them to surrounding areas or outskirt areas? And then we're going to target those. But there's a many questions that you have to sit down with, and that's mostly why whenever we do get someone that reaches out to us, I want to either get them on the phone, but I would much rather get them in person, to where I could actually talk to them and see exactly what they're needing, so that we can come up with something that'll fit their needs.
And what's next after that?
So then we get started and we'll start looking up things for the strategy. So we look into their numbers. We can do that within about a week. So we can look at their analytics and their insights, see where their audience is coming from. Some people start out with nothing. They start with no Facebook, no Instagram, no anything, and you got to start from scratch, which is good. But and then there's some that just haven't posted in years, and then they're wanting social media, so we have to start that back up. But we create a plan, and we do. I'm getting nervous. Hold on. I think of this. Can you clip this out?
Yeah, for sure.
So we do a client onboarding system, to where we give them everything that we recommend for them. We let them choose if that's in their budget or what they would want to do. And then we go through and we create a strategy for them, whether that be a social media strategy or a marketing strategy, because we can just handle your social media, but then also we can handle all around marketing, and then give you our recommendations based on that. So after that, we start working on content and design to make sure you have a brand kit, to make sure you have logo, colors, things like that. If you have that, great, we use that. If not, we come up with something that's going to fit your needs psychologically. So we do colors based on exactly what we're trying to target. For instance, our colors, navy, light blue, cream, is more of a sophisticated but also comfortable feel because we want for people to feel welcome with us. So we kind of do that based on building the brand kits. After the brand kits are built, we start to focus on graphics. So we figure out what graphics we want to do, and then it takes a few weeks of posting to figure out exactly what's going to work for them. And each month you just reevaluate. So that's as far as the social media side.
That makes a lot of sense. It's a lot of data and analytics and tweaking. Like I always tell everybody that you gotta start, like you gotta have these things defined, but
Right.
without starting and actually doing something, you just don't know what to change.
Right.
That's why, I mean, starting honestly can be the hardest, but then you have to have the strategic mind of this works, this doesn't
Right.
work.
And a
And
lot of businesses will be like, okay, well, I've been working with them for a month and they're like, okay, well, I'm not seeing any return on my investment. I'm like, okay, well, you've got to give it some time because we're still figuring out what your audience wants.
right, it's like going to the gym.
Right.
If
You
you're
got
going
to
to,
be consistent
yeah.
with it.
I think that's one of the hardest things is consistency.
Right.
In the artist realm, what I've seen is lack of treating it as a business and lack of consistency and perfectionism.
Right.
I think those things need to be thrown out because if you want to be perfect every time, then you're gonna be late, you're not gonna post anything, or you think it's not good enough and you're not gonna post it. You know, I can tell you that now I just post. When you're in the role of doing, you get incrementally better. So, what
Right.
one day you thought, oh, now it takes me 5 hours to do something good. In the future, that can be hell for 1/3 of the time. So by doing it, being consistent, you're gonna learn so much. You're gonna shave off the time, and I hope that makes sense.
Yes, it does.
You have
Yes.
to do it and learn from it instead of being nitpicky. You know.
Right.
So it's important to give it time and to trust the process.
That's right.
How do you think? What information do you think clients need to hear to trust the process instead of wanting immediate, like
I try to break it down
immediacy?
for them and show them that some of the content is working and this is what we're going to go towards. So I try to give them numbers and be like, this, these videos are doing good. These graphics are doing good. These posts are doing good. And if we continue with that next month, then I'll guarantee that these numbers will go up, that more people are going to see your stuff, that more people will come through your doors. So I can't guarantee that everybody's going to have the best experience at where they're at because your customer service has to also be top tier to make those sales. But I can guarantee that more people will see your things and more people will be there.
Exactly. I agree with you. It's hard to say that I guarantee that 100% of the time this will work. I mean, you can't say that to like working out and losing weight. I guarantee you in 2 weeks you're going to lose 10 pounds.
Yeah.
You can't.
But I guarantee you that, you will have a bigger audience. We can make it to where if you will trust me, because I've had some businesses that wouldn't even send me pictures.
Really?
Like, and then it made it really hard because then you're
Ooh.
just posting graphics and stock images, and that doesn't do good. You've got to post you've got to be real, you've got to be raw and post that out.
Especially now in the AI age, which is so interesting. It's such a new tool, and I feel, to me, whenever I learned a new thing on the guitar, a new technique, I overuse the heck out of it. And then it
It's
tamed
like whenever
down.
you get hooked on a song and
Yeah.
you listen to the same
You know,
song
like,
over and over and over and over.
Carry on my wayward son. 10 hours
Yeah,
later,
over
I
and over
don't want to
again.
hear the song anymore.
Ever again.
So I feel like with AI now, everybody's overusing the heck out of it. You see AI ads, which is so weird to me sometimes, because isn't it the reason to do ads is to try to connect with people,
Right.
and then you kind of skimp down on the important elements.
Well, in my opinion, like with AI for advertisement, I don't think that AI should be in control of everything. I think that AI is a good tool. I think that
Yes.
it's helpful for, pulling ideas and then turning them into your own, or helping you work faster. If you have ideas, you can feed it to AI and it'll give you great results back by organizing those ideas. There's many ways that AI can be helpful, but I don't think that typing in what you want in AI and letting it create it and then posting that out is the best way to go, because people can tell that it's not authentic and people can tell that it is AI. And honestly, they don't get as many views. I've seen it. So the personal and the real and the raw and the stories and things like that that you can give to your audience to build trust, real trust,
Mm-hmm.
is is nothing. AI will not be able to beat that.
I agree with you. You know
And that's
what?
just like shooting the commercial. Like
Yeah.
the experience that even the employees and like the
Yep.
people had, it was
Yep.
unbeatable. And you
That's what we talked about earlier today, because people say, "Oh, AI replace you. It's going to replace jobs and things like that." Let's break that apart. A, the experience factor you will not replace. B, we still have to learn how to use it. So it's better to know how to use it, how to best use it, and maximize ourselves with
right.
it than not, I
Right.
think. But
You have to be intelligent in it. You've got to learn as much as you can and keep up with
exactly.
what is up to date. Like you
Yeah.
were saying, the things that you do to stay up to
Technology.
date.
Like, whenever back in the day the studios used 8-inch tape, and when like other things came out, no, we're gonna keep it with this, but we're gonna keep it.
Right.
So where I'm going with this is adapting is important, but you can't rely on it. You can't be like, we'll let AI do all of the work and things like that. It's the same thing with music. There is, and I've tried so many things and I've gotten interesting comments because I have 2 degrees in music. I've had people telling me, "Oh, you're too good to use it," and I'm like, where is the line then? Is there like an imaginary line that, "Oh, you're too good, you can't use it, you can't use it"? I am allowed to learn it. So is everybody else. We define the tool, I think, not the tool us, unless we
Right.
allow it to do
Yeah.
it. So with music, experience will never be taken away. Like you going to see a folk musician or a great musician who's playing just moves you, or a shoot like what we did. Like that thing is phenomenal. Like I'm getting goosebumps here.
Yes.
Like everybody who was involved, you can tell that they had joy. Even
Yes.
Will.
Yes. But
You did good.
even in the videos, you could tell the emotion of the people. And I've seen AI ads, I've seen AI videos, and the emotion that I saw whenever I rewatched just the clips, not even putting it all together, just the clips, the emotion that you could see, that's nothing AI can do.
Yeah,
Yet.
yet. Well, I have to show you some things off the screen that you will be like, what? But you're right. You're right. It's all about the human experience, the connection, and it is detectable. Like when you're viewing something psychologically, you'll connect more. As I've seen it, and I've done AI videos, and because like what we talked about,
Right.
learning is important, but also learning when to use it and how to
Right.
use it is the other thing.
Right.
So I've seen ads, and the first thing that comes to mind, this is supposed to be a health nutritional store, and they're using AI. It's funny, but they're not. They're not an entertainment thing.
Yeah.
You're
No.
supposed to promote healthy living and nutrient and things like that.
Right. So if you're thinking that, then any other audience is thinking,
Exactly.
oh, yikes.
Exactly. At least that's what I think, and I love the
Yeah.
company, and I do love their food. They make very clean food. So to me, that aspect is not equal to using AI in
Right.
their ads.
Right.
But I think that's something that you talk about, or you think about. I think about when you're thinking about what is this brand associated with.
Right.
What are the words? What would people like if you think about I'm a customer? How will I perceive that company?
Yes. And I think about that whenever I post stuff out, whenever I create stuff. And as a whole, I think about what the audience is going to think about that. What is the audience going to view that as? What is the audience going to, are they not going to trust this business because they are posting out things like this. We're not going to do that. We want them to trust them. And that's one of the biggest things that really I focus on with all of my strategies is there's got to be trust in there somewhere. There's got to be you showing your face, you talking about your business, what your business does, and how your business is different than the rest. Because that's the biggest thing that stands out to me is how can you be different than your competitors? And how can you help others the way that you need to help others with your business?
I'm going to ask you a hard question that a fellow friend, marketing agent, asked me, and I was put on a spot right in the same podcast. It's the why. Why do you do what you do?
Why do I do what
Yeah.
I do?
What's the reason? The why?
I absolutely love it. Like I don't know anyway. It makes me excited. It makes me look forward. I love the aspect of seeing progress, and I love the aspect of meeting new people. So meeting new people and actually seeing results from that, and seeing people benefit from that, but also bringing people together. So like, for instance, I hired you. I brought you to Sloan's. Now they know who you are and what you do, and they love you just as much as we do. So it
Thank
just
you.
all full circle moment. Like now, whenever we go there, it's easy breezy, beautiful, like CoverGirl.
Listen, now I don't know why, but I have a don't moan, don't groan. Come, y'all come to Sloan's. You ready?
Okay.
Don't
Don't
moan,
moan,
don't
don't
groan.
groan.
Y'all
Come to
come to Sloan's. Hashtag like and subscribe.
Well, I think we've only heard that like 2,000 times the past
Yeah,
2
we
days.
heard it 2 times. Yeah, whatever. I've been brainwashed, but y'all, Sloan's is pretty dang cool. So
It
y'all
is.
better buy your ATVs there.
Yes, Nita Power Sports.
We
go to
weren't
Sloan's.
even paid to plug,
No, we weren't.
just to do an
Do I
advertisement.
need to call Keith?
Huh?
I said, do I need to call Keith?
Hey, Keith, what's up? We just mentioned you on a podcast. Yeah, that is not even a real phone. Yeah, but they're so cool.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Like I love working with folks like that because they also appreciate you.
Yes,
you
they
know,
do.
I genuinely love that. I'm such a like an energy kind of guy, and I can tell you're also an energy guy.
Yes,
Gail.
Gal.
I feel like guy now is becoming a gender neutral term, but whatever. So it's like you go into a place and you feed off of the energy, and I just love how everybody at Sloan's is just
They feed off
high
yes,
energy,
yes.
and they're like ready to help
Roll with
you.
whatever. Yeah.
I love doing. That's
I love
what I
how
love.
we come to them with our ideas and we're like, hey, I know this is crazy, but this is what we're going to do. And they're like, okay.
Yeah, that was a fun shoot.
And there's really only a few of them that'll hide away.
I know they could do good.
Oh, yeah.
I like what we talked earlier. It's the self-limitation belief.
Yes. If they would just believe that they can, then
it's
they
the
can.
belief. They need
The
more belief
belief.
social.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is.
Yeah. Mamma mia. Where should we go from here? There's so much to talk about.
I
Like
know.
we had some great shoots. What was your favorite part of the past 2 days of shoots?
Oh, gosh. I don't know. There's so
We've
many.
done a lot yesterday.
I don't know. There's so many.
Four-wheeling, motorcycles.
I loved getting to ride the side by sides.
Yeah.
I loved getting to dress up as a cowgirl. That I loved because I felt like I was going back to my roots, growing up riding and things like that. That my dad pushed me in, and actually getting to put on the cowgirl hat again and getting back on a fuller and just riding around. That was a lot of fun.
What did that mean to you?
I don't. It just a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot.
What's your you told us your first memory with on a four-wheeler. Do you want to share it with us?
What was it? What was my first memory on
The mud one, the mud story. You had a new shirt. You just bought a new shirt.
Oh no, the dirt bike.
Oh, the dirt bike.
The dirt
okay,
bike.
dirt bike.
Yes, I had a Yamaha YZ80 whenever I was younger, and my dad, he didn't, but he got somebody else to build us a racetrack, like a dirt track with tabletops and jumps and things like that. And it was raining outside, and my papa had just bought me a brand new bright orange, neon orange shirt. And I went around a curve. My brother cut in front of me. I fell down, mud got all over my brand new shirt. I was so upset. But my dad liked to watch us get hurt a lot, so he would get us to do stuff that was like daring or what. Like one time he made me stand in a mud puddle and grab an electric fence at the same time, and I was like, "Why? It's making you tough. It's making you tough." I'm like, "Okay." So if only you could meet my dad, that would be something.
He sounds
He was
like an
something.
awesome
He was
guy.
something. But he was a jack
Mamma
of
mia.
all trades and a
Really?
master at all of them. He was. He was.
So he couldn't sit still and do one thing, huh?
He, like, even being paralyzed right down, he was teaching people how to take guns
Wow.
apart and put guns back together and like fix vehicles, and taught me how to change my oil and my tires and things like that that normally people wouldn't be able to just tell you what to do. They would have to show
Wow.
you how to do it.
Wow.
And he would teach you, and I learned from watching a lot of the time.
Same.
So for him to teach in the way that he did, by not putting hands on, like just by explaining it to me, he explained things very, very
Wow.
weird, very good.
So you're a visual learner, huh?
I am, yes.
Wow. What is something that you learned recently?
Something that I learned recently.
Yeah.
I learn new stuff every day. There's so much.
I like that. That's well said. What is something that you want to learn next then?
I want to learn more about, I do want to learn more about AI. I feel like I haven't even scraped the surface on that. I just started using Claude, like literally last week, started using Claude. And that's been helpful with some things, especially like just the layouts of giving it all my ideas and being like, hey, can you turn this into PDF format for me? And then me being able to print those things out. That's been helpful. But another thing is like, I want to learn more about, I don't know.
I know you know.
Just like
You must
STEM
know.
everywhere.
It's
Video editing is a big thing. I wish that I could get more into that. I'll chop stuff up together and throw it together, but, you know, not anything like extravagant. But that's something that I would like to learn. I don't know. You give me a lot of good tips and tricks and informations.
Listen, I am good at just opening my mouth and saying whatever.
You're like, hey, look this up. Hey, look that. I'm like, oh gosh, I gotta type it in my notes real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm notorious for just saying whatever comes out of my mouth. Hopefully you don't take it like, oh,
No, you're
just
good.
slow down, buddy.
Just type it in my notes real quick. I'll look at it later at 2:00 in the morning.
I just get obsessed at certain things. You know, that's how I learn. Like, oh, I want to be good at this.
A
2 weeks later.
hyper-focus.
Yeah, the hyper focus. Yeah.
Is insane. Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
It's bad. And then it's hard to pull me away from it.
It's not bad. It's good.
It is
'cause that makes
good.
us good. But,
Yeah.
you know, like
At the
I
same
remember COVID in 2019
Oh, yeah.
got into, what is it called? Like the fake money, you know, online. What is it called? Help me out.
Fake money. Bitcoin?
Bitcoin. What is that? Cryptocurrency.
Yeah, cryptocurrency.
Thank you. Shout out, Lane. Yeah, and I was waking up at 5 a.m.
And checking it? And checking?
No. Let's look at trends.
Oh, gosh.
Let's look at what the next shitcoin is. I had a friend, singer, Jordan, hashtag. She got into it and she made a lot of money and lost it all. Turns out it was like one of those like scam coins.
Oh,
but
my
also
gosh.
she earned a lot of money from other things. So,
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
No, I was in it with a buddy of mine and I'm like, yeah, do good. No, not. Lost.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
My brother got
into
into it for a little while, and he tried to introduce me to it. I put like $80 in it, something silly. I think I got like $2 or something like that.
Well, then somebody,
And then I was like, hey, I could spend that $80 on food, so I just pulled it right back out.
I was listening to somebody online, and he was talking about the first thing that you should invest is yourself.
Right.
Your own skills, learn something and things like that. And there are these like strategies. So though I'm not a financial advisor, I would benefit hearing one.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know, like how to do this, how
Yeah.
to invest, there's so many things that you gotta know as an entrepreneur. It's kind of crazy. You know, what have you learned in your entrepreneurial process that bettered you, or something that you think every entrepreneur needs to think about?
There is something I struggle with.
What is it?
Trying to turn a business into everything. Trying to start a business.
Doing
everything.
too many things?
Having such an entrepreneur mind that I feel like I could do anything. Like just
That's not a
I could
bad
come up with
thing.
anything and do it with anything. But also at the same time, you don't want to get distracted, because this is what I love. This is what I want to do. And I want to dig deeper into that. If it's something that relates to that, cool. You can focus on that. But if it's something like I want to make an energy drink, that's crazy. Like, but
Is
also
it
at the same
though?
time, it could be my $1 million idea, I guess.
The way I think about it is, I think it's necessary to have a big thing in mind and to
Yes.
think bigger and not limit ourselves, but also understand what are these little steps that leads there.
Right.
You know, because you don't just build wealth by doing one thing. You're trading your time, and then but that means you have to always trade your time.
Right.
What can you,
That's one of
me?
the biggest things I've learned
Yeah,
is time trading.
time trading.
Where I'll do something, I'm like, the amount of time it's taken me to do this, I could make so much more if I would sit down and be working right now. And then it gets to where like little things are tedious or aggravate. Like, I don't know if you get that, but washing clothes, for instance, or folding a load of
If you had
laundry.
come a bit sooner, you would have
Or
seen I was
something like
cleaning
that.
up.
Yeah, like you're folding a load of clothes or you're folding a bunch of clothes or whatever, and it takes you an hour to do whatever you're doing, and you're like, oh,
I could have worked.
I could have spent that hour working, and
I
I would
feel
have
you.
made
I
money.
feel you. I feel you.
And it's hard because I've listened to a lot of like people who are in sales or people who have made a lot of money, and they will hire somebody to clean their house because they're like, I could be working, and that saves me time.
It's the time is money, and there are two aspects. I say that there's working for your business and working on your business.
Right.
So like, let's say what we did yesterday and today, that's working for the business.
Right.
And then the time spare, let's see how well this job, how like the tasks for the business.
Right.
Excuse me, is working on the business. So like
Right.
tasks. Like you have to run ads you have to do social media for your company.
Right.
So it's a lot of things. I think it lies down to systems. How well are our systems that complements our daily lives
Right.
or
But the systems are
habits.
always changing.
It is.
The
I
systems
get
are
it.
always growing. You're
Yeah.
always figuring out a better way to have a better system. And that's what's crazy is with my team that I have, I want all of them to grow. I want all of them to thrive, and I want to see them be the best. I think that's why it can be hard sometimes. But I want to see them succeed, and I want them to specialize in something with.
Keep on going.
I
I'm
want
just
them-
looking at the camera.
I want to see them
good.
specialize in their favorite areas of the business. So whether that be website design, video editing, whatever you want to specialize in, grab something, hold on to that, and take off with it. And then you could be my best person on the team doing that, rather than just not like stabilizing into one thing. Like or all of them. Help me with all of them, but stay in. I don't know. I just want to see them succeed, and that's the biggest
I
thing.
think
with
that's a great
with having a team.
quality.
It's hard sometimes, but
I think the team is an incredibly important thing, but it has to be a complementary relationship.
I made my whole team take personality tests.
Whoa, really? You didn't make me make one.
No, not you. We love you.
You're funny.
I love them too, but I did because we're in the same
Really?
office with each other. So I felt like it was good to see what everybody's personality was like, and then also what part they would be best at, what category would they be best at. And I actually have a girl. She helps with graphic design and websites. Our personalities are the same.
Interesting.
We took a pretty good personality test, and ours are the same. So she only comes in 2 to 3 days a week for like an hour or two, and we kind of talk about what we need to do because if we were both in the office at the same time, forever, it probably may not work out very well.
Why?
Just because our mindsets are like so, I don't know, leadership, I guess. Like we both have that, and we both have creativity, but we're also leaders. So I feel like there are ways that we could clash with each other.
I see.
So
what
to
you
prevent
mean.
that, 'cause she's one of my best friends, like it just helps to have her come in a little bit, and then we just kind of conversate. But
I gotcha. Interesting.
and then I have Maddie.
Hey, Maddie. Maddie's behind there watching how this unfolds right now.
Yeah, Maddie's my right hand gal. She's the only person that could come on a trip with me for 10
Really?
days. It's her and him. That's it.
How did you guys meet?
We have been best friends since we were children.
Whoa.
Like diapers.
Whoa.
Yes.
That is awesome. That's very unique.
Yes,
The
it is.
one in
Yep.
One in a lifetime. My best friend from high school is about to come visit us in June. He's
That'll be
awesome. He's the
exciting.
kindest person
That's
ever. Great
awesome.
drummer. We have
Oh,
the
y'all have so much fun.
we have the weirdest sense of humor. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's tall. Tall.
So
Kind of tall like Lane.
yeah.
Irrelevant. I don't know why I said it. You're tall. Anyway, that is awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, we've been best friends ever since I was little, and then she probably started working, I guess about 5 months ago she started
Oh wow.
on the team. I had another girl working with us on the team. She's still there. And then we have Maddie joined us, and she likes to handle the community engagement. So for all of our clients, she comments back to any comments they get, shares them into community groups. Every post we make shares them into community groups. That way it cuts back on ad spend for our clients to kind of make it to where we're running our own little type of ads, sharing it into community groups. So
That's super important.
yes, that helps a lot. She does that every day.
Wow.
My head's all over the place. Sometimes I don't remember.
Oh,
to
I
sit down and
get
do
it.
that
I
every day.
get it. That's the curse and a blessing.
Yeah,
You know,
my
when you're
mind's constantly running.
when you see potential futures of things to get into, revenues to tap into, it's like, oh, how do I slow down but also keep
Yeah.
pace of growing? You
Right,
know,
right.
that's. But I think that's good. Like I think as an entrepreneur, artist, anything that you do, you need to have social media knowledge, understanding, and consistency.
That's
Honestly,
right.
if there's one word that I would need to tell
And I know
anybody,
a lot of the
it's
times it's
consistency.
hard, and that's one of the main things that our businesses struggle with. Would be consistency, and this goes back to what we were talking about earlier. Is sometimes business owners don't have time. Sometimes business owners don't have time to get to where they know the knowledge that we know, to be able to post what they need to post consistently, instead of just not knowing when or what to post and just posting stuff out whenever they can. Because a lot of business owners they're busy too in their own
Yeah.
things, and they don't have time to market themselves like they need to.
Yeah, and I get it. Like times when I have like full on weddings and shoots day after day, it's like I don't have time to work on the business,
Right.
which
Right.
is where we will come in. Like the CEO or somebody who runs businesses, they have so many other responsibilities. So
Right.
really creating a strategical relationship with a company that can handle those aspects of a business is extremely necessary.
Right.
Somebody who's there,
And it's
personable,
priceless to find someone who does it right.
and who goes above and beyond.
Right.
And understands analytics, understands like behavior of the viewer.
The psychology part of
It's
it.
so much.
It is.
And I get it. Like when years ago I was trying to do all of the social media ones, and like what you said, it's like, oh, all the things at the same time. That's where months ago I decided, okay, let's focus on the YouTubing. I
Right.
want to, like we talked about, I
Yeah.
want to know this.
Yes.
It's like, I'm going to die if I don't know.
Yes, I get like that a
Choke
lot.
me if I can't learn it.
Yes.
So I hyper focus. I have that book over there. Look at that. It's about YouTubing.
Oh yeah.
I don't read a lot of books. I can read.
Right.
But when I do, it's something that I'm really into.
Yeah.
So I read that like twice, and I watch a bunch of videos on YouTubing, because I do believe that everybody in the industry of entrepreneurship, if that makes sense, if you're an entrepreneur, business owner, anybody, you have to have a YouTube channel that's strategically curated
Yeah. So you're gonna help me make
with
mine.
a strategy.
So you're gonna help me make mine.
Of course. Of course. Of course.
I haven't
Yes.
gotten there yet.
And because if
To
you
find time to sit down and do it.
if you do it right and YouTube recognizes it, you have to pay zero dime on advertisement.
Right.
But you have to have so much back-end systems figured out, like what happens when somebody watches your video? What do you want them to do?
Right.
Are you trying to sell something? Are you trying to get them to like, share, subscribe, sign up for an email list, sign up for whatever?
Right.
There's so much ecosystem that you have to also build up. whatever you have, like it applies for all the other socials, but in
Right.
this case for YouTube, and it's crazy. Like when I started coaching people on podcasting and YouTubing, and because podcasting on YouTube is basically YouTubing,
Right.
because you are in that algorithm. You know what? One thing that gets me a little when people don't listen to your advice, you're like, I know if you do this, you're gonna grow.
Right.
And now, after 3 months, I get to tell them I doubled my subscribers, and now I'm gonna be monetized soon. So don't tell me that you can't do it.
Right. Right.
And I'm not even saying I'm super blessed, but it was all strategy.
Right.
And that's why I think, all the value that you have to offer to people is the time that you spend into trying to understand these platforms, the content, the constant research, the validating the content. All of these are super important,
Yes. And the ever-changing algorithms.
It's
constant.
Yeah, and it also has AI in it.
Yes.
Yeah,
it
because
does.
YouTube uses Gemini. It actually reads the transcript
Right.
and then uses that information as a metadata to try to find your audience.
Right.
It's so mind-boggling.
There's a lot
You
to it.
know, I look at analytics sometimes way too much. I think I had dreams.
That's probably what I do every day. Like, whereas Maddie has, where she's doing community engagement, I'm like looking through my phone on analytics all day, every day. So I caught you doing it earlier too, by the way. I caught you doing it earlier.
Doing what?
Looking at your analytics or looking at analytics on your
Oh,
phone.
yeah, I'm sorry. I released a new video and it's 1 of 10, which is good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
I saw you looking at analytics. I was like, me too.
I look at that crap way too much.
I do too.
Yeah, it's so weird because I have videos that has this type of curve,
Right.
and I have videos that does this and then does this and then shoots up. It's
Yeah.
so weird.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's so weird, It's so. Yeah, everybody I talk to, I always tell them YouTube. You got to do YouTube. Artists, every artist, like do YouTube. Talk about your story. Talk about the whys. Talk
Right.
about the what you have to offer for people that listen to your music.
Right.
I think these are all super important, but so where can people find you? Where can people hire you?
You can find us at BelieveSocialCo.com or Believe Social on Facebook or Instagram. And we're based out of Purvis, Mississippi, but obviously we travel everywhere. We're here in Nashville now. You do what you do best, and we do the rest.
You do what you do best, and they'll do the rest. Give her a message. If you need good social media, let her know. And that was Caffeinated Creators, everybody. Like, share, and subscribe, and see you in the next episode.